guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Millennial Talk. And today we'll be looking at creating entrepreneurship opportunities for millennials. So with me today, I have my co-host, Bukunmi. Welcome.
Hi, Josephine.
Oh, we are together. So basically, recent research has actually shown that millennials are eloping from places where there are slim opportunity and chances for growth for them, and they are moving on to places where they feel there are more opportunities and where the environment is more friendly for them. And to this regards, a lot of different trends have occurred in the time past, even in recent times.
Yeah,
did
right.
you see that trend?
Yes,
where
I saw it.
everybody was talking about, leaving a place where they feel they are not opportunities. So I think a lot of people out there, a lot of millennials, they believe that Nigeria is a place with slim opportunities, and that's why a lot of them are going. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, in recent times, we've seen a huge migration, or I'll call it an emigration of young people in Nigeria moving to other parts of the world.
Of course.
So especially Canada. So in fact, a lot of young people are moving out of the country because they feel like Nigeria doesn't give them the chance to fulfill their dreams. People have dreams, people have visions, people have plans, and Nigeria is just if they feel like the country is just strangulating all these big ideas that they have. And we're seeing, you see the trend on Twitter.
I saw
before I left and after I left. But let's be serious, those people were fresh.
Yeah,
those people were really looking fresh. And
no, it felt like once you step out of this country, there's this automatic makeover.
You will glow.
Like it's like when you put the two pictures beside each other,
it's different. Like it's really
amazing.
Different, and that just tells us that we need a lot of we need the country to give us room to thrive as young people.
Yeah,
your ideas, your business, even your education, whatever you're doing, you just need more opportunities.
Yeah,
to thrive.
That's very true. And this is actually not to say that millennials are not people who, especially in a country like Nigeria, this is not saying that millennials, we love to take opportunities around us.
Yeah,
we know how to use those opportunities. They have a very strong entrepreneurial mind.
Yes.
And this enables them to use whatever they have around them to make do. But you see, when the environment is no longer conducive, people tend to want
when
to
there are always bottlenecks, there's always something. Okay, you want to start a business. To even register your business is a problem.
Serious problem.
You set up an office space. You pay an advertisement fee. You pay waste management. You pay money. I don't know if people experience that. You pay so many costs that even take out of your whole. At the end of the day, you're not making money, or you have to put in extra. In fact, we're not talking about running operational costs. There's no light.
A lot of miscellaneous expenses.
Yes, exactly. There's no light. There's no electricity. So you have to probably buy your generator. You have to put fuel in your generator. Now the fuel prices have gone up. So you can just see the way a lot of bottlenecks in the Nigerian system and how it
it affects
and strangles millennials. So there are a lot of factors that affect millennials, which we have to point out today. And the first factor will be the economic factors, which we had a background of that in the intro.
Yeah.
And economic factors ranging from education, lack of proper education, to even set up, a lot of young millennials don't even know what they need to do in order to even start a business. You don't have the proper idea, you don't have the proper knowledge to create a structure in your business.
Yeah.
You don't have proper, just the economy, everything is just tight. Everything.
I think that's the word.
Everything is just tight, and you're just squeezing out of you. So you want to go to work, even if you have a job, your rent, house rent, is increasing. Your electricity bill, your landlord will come and say tomorrow and say, oh, they've increased the price. Transportation costs and all of this. Especially when you just didn't plan it. Things just happen. Just economic factors, different issues. Feeding self to eat.
Yeah. What about the cost of goods and services?
Thank you. Cost of goods and services. All of a sudden you tell me you go to the market today. The next day you are going, you see that the price has changed. And I said, sorry, no, I wanted to buy something. I'm like, sorry, what did you say? He said, yeah. I said, why? You know, I was already boiling because I was like,
because you already have a budget.
Yes, you have a budget. And you know, in our previous episode, we've talked about, you know, financial responsibility and budgeting. You know, it's harder to actually say, okay, I want to budget my finances. I want to budget, okay, this is what my income, or this is my business, this is the profit for my business. I want to budget it and all of those. So economic factors, different, just, you know, it's just a cluster of different issues that affect millennials.
Yeah, that's very correct. And to add to that, we also have the social cultural factors. These factors are, in fact, I think for me as a Nigerian and as a millennial, it is these factors are they're alarming. Like when it comes to these social cultural factors, we have the location factor. I call it the location factor, because say for instance 90% of infrastructures in Nigeria, or should I say maybe about 70% of them, let me not say 90 would be an exaggeration, so about 70% of infrastructures in Nigeria, they are located in a particular part of Nigeria, like Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt. So if you go beyond these states,
I think I get where you're going.
If you
to.
go beyond
you might not be able
states,
to make
there are no opportunities. So people, that's why we have a lot of high population in some certain states.
Yeah.
And there's a lot, it's like it's choke, especially in Lagos. Yeah. There's high traffic, and we have, the population in Lagos is so massive. And that's because everybody wants to come to Lagos because they believe
Lagos, you make it in
Lagos.
Here. Yes.
Now, I feel that as the government, or, you know, there should be a balance. There should be equal opportunities in every aspect, or in every location in a country. It shouldn't be that you can only be successful when you are in Lagos or when you are in Abuja. And if you're not in this, especially if you are someone who is doing certain types of businesses, like the artists, the musicians, like some businesses do not thrive in certain areas in Nigeria. Some businesses do not have opportunities to grow if you are doing them in a certain location. So you have to move location. And that's a different factor. That's like moving your life entirely. So, what happens to millennials in these parts,
for example,
of the country?
In the north, or for example, in the inside
if you're talking about the southeast, the depths of Nigeria, why are the opportunities not fully circulated around there should be equal opportunities in every part of the country. Those are one of the social cultural factors. Then we also talk about education. That also dives into the social culture, because education in some parts of the country do not give people the opportunity to thrive. Like in the north, like we would specify the north because that's where it is more rampant, where you have people who are not properly educated about certain things. In fact, I'm sure there are people in the north who might not even know a lot about technology. Now, these are the things that that's like you're even overreaching. Exactly. I know I'm ranting, but at the same time, education is a very huge factor, because when I'm talking about education, I'm not just talking about the secondary, primary, and the tertiary education. I'm talking about education about things that would help these people grow.
Exactly. You know, there's something of that Mr. Femi Oyemi of Prussia always says. He always says that education is not about having a certificate. It's supposed to enlighten you. So you need enlightenment in order to make life better for yourself. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a structured school thing. It could be vocation. For example, the North is known for leather. What are we doing with the leather? Exactly. They're very good with processing leather. Most of the times, international people come exploit these people and export the leather because they don't have the knowledge. They don't know they're supposed to add value to it. Yeah. They don't know that you're supposed to have. See our cocoa also. Cocoa is there. They just buy the produce. We're supposed to add value. So you probably make it into chocolate, make it into other derivatives that people can actually export, and we'll make huge revenue from those things. So education, you're very right about education. It's not just a school. It's not just about that. Enlightenment, things to make your life better, which I feel like a lot of millennials don't know about. We're now taking us to structure and infrastructure. Which is the most important part of this conversation. Education. You mentioned education. You mentioned I think the political structure and everything. We need leaders who care about us. The millennials. We need millennials who care about us.
A lot of Nigerians, or a lot of millennials, since we're specifying now, a lot of millennials believe that we are on our own.
Yeah, we are literally like just living life. We're literally like just living life oh, just we don't even think there's no sense of patriotism.
Exactly.
With a lot of millennials, there's no sense of patriotism. So the infrastructure is terrible. You want to go and there are no good roads. There's no good water supply. There, for a lot of businesses, as a young person, you want to start your business, a fashion business, you will most likely have to be paying for water. There's no public water running anywhere. You have to pay. You have to buy lights. Even your roads. If you're probably a baker and you're making cakes, you do not the extra amount of energy used to protect your produce to get into the final consumer, because the road is bad. One small gallop, your cake will collapse.
Yes.
So, we need leaders who actually are interested in our growth and in ensuring that we are successful.
Yes.
Because that's why, or else you won't see the kind of brain drain we are seeing in Nigeria today. The best minds are leaving Nigeria.
They are leaving Nigeria and they're going abroad.
They are successful. They are succeeding.
They're succeeding. Like, there's growth levels, and then you see these people doing exploits. In
Nigeria, like, you don't even rate us. Like, we're not rated. But you see when these people go abroad, like, you see them topping their class. You see them, creating products that and they're all out there and they're popular, and you just hear all of a sudden, a Nigerian side last year is the chief robotics engineer in Apple.
What about the doctor? What about the doctors? Wow. The famous doctors abroad.
Yes.
These are the funny thing
I think in the UK, sorry to cut you, I think in the UK we have, like, I don't know the percentage, but a high percentage of UK doctors in the UK are actually Nigerians.
Yeah.
And that's just because when you finish school, which hospital will you work?
So let's actually focus on entrepreneurship now, because we've reached every other angle. Although all these factors are necessary even for entrepreneurs, now for SME startup business owners, there are a lot of factors that affect them. There are a lot of factors that, just as we have mentioned, the economic factors, all these factors plunder into. Because, for instance, I'm a millennial and I'm trying to start up a business and I have like ₦1 million and I'm budgeting in my head all the possible things that I can do without having pure knowledge of what the factors that might hinder my business. Now I go ahead and start this business and do the necessary things, maybe rent, the capital, and all of everything goes into that business. And after starting, then I realized that there are a lot of things that are not working, or a lot of things that are not in place in Nigeria that can help my business thrive. So the big question we need to put out there is, what can the government do, or what can the leaders do in order to put in place?
I think this discussion is something we talked and talked. Everybody's talking about it. Yeah. But I think what we just need to do is let them just listen to us, really. Because, there's an adage that says you don't inherit the earth from your parents, you borrow it from your children. So you have to leave something behind. So please, if you're watching, please think about us. Like, look at us. They
keep saying we are the future.
Yeah, but if you don't leave anything for us to live with, or for us to plunder everything, you take away all our resources, build houses, buy houses abroad, do all those things. What would be left for us?
What's the probability that if I have an amount as a millennial, I can become a successful entrepreneur in Nigeria?
So I think it's just listen.
A lot of things need to be put in place in the economy when it comes to education. And when we're talking about education, we're talking about all form of enlightenment, infrastructure, the things that can help us thrive. Those structures, the government needs to put those structures in place for us. And there needs to be, like we've said before, which I'm repeating, there needs to be equal opportunity across board in Nigeria. It is very, very important that everybody has an equal opportunity, no matter where they are in the country. So people would stop living, because the truth is, if all these things are put in place, would have people wanting to stay back and develop this country. Because the truth is, if they invest in us, or if they listen
this
to
is
us,
our country, so we'll surely make it work.
All those things that people are doing and excelling out there would
also do it here. Yeah, because we're seeing people against all odds still excelling. So imagine if you create a space where the barriers are not so high.
Exactly.
The hurdles you have to climb are not too much. You see more growth. Exactly. So if we say we are the future, you have to help us make it happen. And we also have to be ready for it.
We need to be ready. If these structures are in place, are we ready? Are we So I think even as millennials, we need to start educating ourselves fine, we don't have everything in place, but there's like one or two things we can do for ourselves in order to develop ourselves. And we need to start working. If the past is not, people, or should I say the older generation, are not going to do anything, we need to start finding ways to make things happen.
Take it by force.
Exactly. Really.
You know, it was an interesting conversation.
Yeah, so that like brings us to the end of today's episode. And we do hope that you've gained a lot of insight from listening to our conversation today.
For more information about the market and other financial information, kindly log on to www.forsake.com.